Alright guys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Watching an Idiot Paint a BMW. So I thought it was about time we got back onto the old 328i Sport that we're turning into a track car. We need to get it painted first before we do anything mechanical to it. So as you can see, the bodywork's quite rough on it. I've got two new to me, front wings to go on it that are in sort of primer, sort of half prepped. I got them like that, but they're better than the wings that are on it. The bumper needs to come off. I've got another front grille sort of panel coming, because as you can see this one's all sort of twisted and it is no good. So the bumper will need to come off. We'll get the nose cone can stay on at the moment, but if we can get the bumper off, we've got the wings, we'll get the side skirts off. And what we'll do is we'll paint the side skirts, the front bumper, the two wings and the new nose cone first. And then we'll paint the rear bumper, the boot lid and the bonnet in another session. And then we'll bring the car in and we'll paint the two rear quarters and the door edges. Basically there's got to be 3 or 4 different sessions of painting involved here. I've just not got the room to do it or the time to do it all in one go. So anyway, let's just hope it turns out okay. We'll get it in, strip the bumper off, strip the side skirts off, and we'll crack on with sort of getting them prepared for paint. Let's go. Right, so we've got it in. The front bumper on these is mainly held on by these 2 bolts here and another 2 bolts at the other side. There is a few little sort of mounting bolts sort of in here. Don't know if you can even see them up here, and a few underneath, but they're actually missing from this one, so no big deal. So we'll get these out, get the bumper off. The side skirts are basically held on by, there's sort of clips behind here, so they just pull off, and there's, I don't know if you'll be able to see these sort of clips here. So you pull the centre out and pull that out and we're good to go really. So they should come off. Anyway, let's get them off.
I told you every single time, don't you worry. You would always call me at the wrong time, so you can know what I was up to. Oh, don't you get that it's just stupid? Hey, just hear me out. It's been a while since we were good, so why we dragging out when we've been doing everything we Can you see me shaking? Hear the sound of my heart breaking. Bless the soul that's aching, hoping I survive. The feeling lingers on every day of every month, wishing I just could forget about you. The weight upon my bones makes it harder to move on. Oh baby, don't think that I'll ever forgive myself for losing you, or for losing you. Left our love up on those dusty shelves. Can't forgive myself for losing you.
Tell me why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Tell me why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long, want you all night, 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 want you all night. Tell me without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Give me all your love, baby. Give me all your love, baby. Give me all your love, all your love, all your love. Give me all your love, baby. Give me all your love, baby. Give me all your love, all your love, all your love. Tell me, why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long.
Okay then, guys and girls, what we've got here is we've got some scratch and stone chip filler, and it's basically just to get any little tiny sort of chips that are left over. So we flattened this bonnet out and we got most of the sort of bigger chips out of it, but when you put the sort of filler primer on, you just see little bit, it makes it obvious any little bits that you've missed. Also, if you filled any areas, like there was a little bit of filler here and there on it, the filler itself isn't 100% smooth, so sometimes that'll have maybe a little bubble in it that needs filled in, but it becomes more obvious when you put the primer on. So all you do is you get your thing that comes with it, put a little bit onto the spreader, and you just, any little bits that look like they might need filled, you literally just go around them, put a little bit on, and it takes about 5 minutes to dry that. It doesn't take long at all, and then you can just sand it flat and make it nice and smooth again. Just another one of those little tricks that I learned through YouTube videos, funnily enough. Anyway, let's go on. Right guys and girls, so we're ready for primer on the the main body of the car. I'm going to prime the bonnet and the doors and the rear quarter and a part of the roof all at the same time, and then what we'll do is we'll take the doors off because we'll paint the doors separately, and then when we're painting the rear quarters and the roof, we'll sort of blow in to the edges and round the boot edge and things like that. A wee quick sort of thing of my sort of mock up, what I've got to do. We've got a radiator here that's on full, we've got a radiator there that's on full, we've got this little heater, and it's actually pretty warm in here. You could quite comfortably walk around with your t-shirt on. We've also got this little sort of extractor fan. I mean, it's not massive. I'll put that on. We've got some extraction hose down there, but it should be enough just to sort of empty the place of fumes within a few minutes, hopefully. We'll just open the door up enough just to stick the hose out. Hopefully that'll get rid of most of the sort of fumes. I have got a filter to put on the hose as well, so that should filter any nasties out. Anyway, let's get some primer on it. Right, so we flatted it all down with 800 grit sandpaper. Actually, when I was doing the rear quarters, there was a few little bits that I just wasn't happy with, so I reprimed the rear quarters. The primer I used was a slightly darker colour, so you can see the sort of difference there. But it's much flatter now. Just when I was blocking it before, there was a couple of sort of low areas. You probably wouldn't have noticed it, but I just thought, might as well just give them another primer, block it, and then get them proper the way I'm happy with it. This side wasn't so bad. We just done a sort of light coat round the arch with the grey, and down here as well when we were blocking it. You can just sort of see it on there. That's where there's been sort of low areas where the grey's filling it in. But it should be, it'll be much better than it was. Same way over here, that'll be all good. So let's just get some paint onto it. I'm quite excited actually to see how it turns out. Wish me luck, because it's not, as you can see, it's not the very best environment for painting a car. I'm going to just go ahead, tidy up a little bit, get rid of some of the garbage that's lying around, and then try and sort of put as much up the back as possible and cover it up. And we'll move that big black thing out of the way. And then let's just get it painted. I'm waffling. Well, guys and girls, that's it. It's all painted. I've literally just finished. I've just painted the side skirts. I didn't film it because I filmed everything else. It's looking pretty good, I think. I mean, the problem with painting stuff is just it's waiting on drying and things like that, and you can't rush painting. It's a pain in the brain hole, really. So it is, but it's definitely, the more patient you are, the better a job you'll get, and I seem to be learning that the more I paint. Anyway, that's that for this one. Hopefully I'll have a video out next week and we'll put it all back together and polish it up, and we'll see exactly what it looks like once it's finished. Hopefully this DIY paint job of mine will actually turn out not too bad. Anyway, guys and girls, a wee question in this video. We're back in lockdown here in the UK again, hence why I've had so much time to spend on this car. I've pretty much spent, I'm 10 days, I've been preparing it actually. It doesn't look that on video, but what you've just seen is 10 days worth of work. That's where, when you're paying for a spray painter to get a proper job done, a couple of £1,000, £3,000, depending on where you are in the country, it's that time that you're paying for. It's the expertise and the time. They would have it done half the time that I would do because they've got the spray booth and they've got it all set up, and they would do a better job, obviously. But it's mainly the skill, and it's a very, very time-consuming process, and that's where your money goes. Anyway, time for my wee question, guys and girls. We're back in lockdown. What is the thing that you're looking most forward to? I think this year, not being able to visit my friends and my family is really, it's taken a toll really, as it is with a lot of people. What have you done? What have you found to do with your time that's kept you positive or kept you focused or something like that? You need something to focus on, don't you? I'm quite lucky this time. I've had this to respray, and the last time I put new bottom end shells and stuff like that in the other M3, the BMW M3 I've got. So that kept me occupied doing that. What's been keeping you occupied? And also, what are you looking most forward to when we come out of lockdown? I'm really hoping that we're going to be able to visit our family at Christmas time. My family live a couple of 100 miles away from here, as you can probably tell. A lot of you'll know I live in Blackpool, which is in England, but I'm actually from Scotland. A couple of 100 miles away, so I've not been able to visit them this year at all. I'm hoping to be able to get up at Christmas time, but I'm not holding my breath because it's safety first and all that, innit? Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one, guys and girls. Let's see how it looks.